Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Becca, but today is a clean, declutter, and organize marathon video where I just toss together my favorite clean, declutter, and organize videos. Unfortunately, I did not have a video for this week because I've been working on an accent wall in my master bedroom, which I will be revealing today on my cookie cutter upgrade Instagram page. So if you want to see that, head over there and follow that account. But I didn't have the time to get a cleaning video together this week, so instead of not having anything, I thought I would throw this marathon together for you. I know it's not for everybody, and if it's not, I'll catch you next week. Hey everyone, welcome to today's massive clean, declutter, and organize. I'm getting rid of so much stuff in this video, and I'm going to share with you a messy house transformation at the very end of this. If you're new here, I'm Becca. I'm a mom to 3 boys and a military spouse, and I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and join the family. I do jam-packed cleaning videos every single week to give you extreme cleaning motivation. As you can see, we are doing my closet today, and as well, we will be cleaning up my bedroom because it is a complete disaster. I always like to start with a blank slate, so I try to clean up my room before I really just destroy it again. Really, that's exactly what's going to happen. But I need a clean space to start in. Let me know in the comments down below if you're like that as well. I know some people wait because they know it's just going to get messy afterwards anyways, so they wait till the end, but I always it bothers me if I don't start in a clean space first. I want to give a shout out to 2 of my friends, one of which is Carrie over on Cleaning with Carrie. She does a ton of decluttering and organizing inspirational videos, which she uses getting rid of so much stuff. I'm pretty sure she's the first one to use that tagline, and I love her stuff. And then my friend Ashley over on Fit Busy Bee, she just finished a decluttering series, and I will link them both in the description box down below, but they have a ton of motivation. They gave me honestly so much inspiration to start doing a decluttering series over here on my channel as well. I needed to start a load of laundry before we get anything going, and I really just needed to get this load done because I was running out of clothes. And so I went ahead, figured I would start this, and the tank was actually low. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I get frequent questions asking me why I didn't put detergent in my washer when I do laundry, and that's because I have like a 50-ounce tank, so I can put a ton in there. And this is actually the detergent I use. I use the Tide Free and Gentle because I have sensitive skin. Before we get started in the closet, just like my bedroom, I'm going to organize everything neatly. That way I can start with, like I've said before, a blank slate. So everything's organized, put it in its place. Things don't get missed or don't get hopped over because I didn't realize they were there. I really just wanted to go top to bottom in this closet and make that as easy as possible for myself, and getting organized first always helps make that the easiest.
I suppose that we won't stand a chance. We won't stand a chance.
Time to get everything out of the closet. I'm going to lay everything out so I can see it, go through it quickly, and just start a huge pile on the floor of things that really just need to go.
Every time you tell me it's not there, I suppose that we won't stand a chance.
When it comes to decluttering and getting rid of things, for me, I am a little bit more minimalistic, and I'm also just not somebody who holds on to a lot of sentimental value on things. especially things like clothes and stuff like that. I do have a few pieces of clothing item that, don't get me wrong, are very important to me, but I keep them to a minimum and they have to hold like significant value. But for the most part, I don't have a problem getting rid of clothes. There were a lot of things in here that I hadn't worn in a really long time, and that's just kind of my motto. If I haven't worn it in a while, it goes. Even if I think, ooh, maybe one day I'll need this or want this, no, it's just gonna go because it hasn't served a purpose for a long time as it is, and it's probably not going to serve a purpose again. And lately I've really been wanting to go shopping and go thrifting and get a few new items, but I convinced myself not to do that until I went through my closet and got rid of all the things that I don't wear, which I'm so happy I did, because you will see at the end of this video there was way more than I even thought there would be.
Always think of you when spring comes, like it's something in the air at that time, don't know why. Always dream of you when spring comes. It's like the heat on my skin takes me back to the time met you on a Friday, halfway out at the door of the club, playing soul on the weekends, stayed in bed till Wednesday, fell in love with you right there and then. I was young, couldn't see that. Leather jacket, though it's too cold. Saw your face in the crowd, and I think we loved eyes. Her just perfect, yeah, she's beautiful. Never thought you'd be here, it took me by surprise when I met you in the doorway. I had a friend of a friend, never thought I would see you this soon, but hope she really loves you, 'cause I swear you deserve everything. Wish that I knew that sooner. We got sober, it was over, but I told you I'd do it all over again. At your place over spring break.
Next up, we are going to work on pants, and I actually recently did a quick go through of my pants, so there isn't a ton of pants for me to get rid of, but there were a few things that I did hold on to that at the time I was like, I probably don't need to hold on to these, but I did. And honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I don't even fit into half of these pants right now, but if you've been around for a while or you follow my vlogging channel, you know that I have been on a weight loss journey and I have lost 15 pounds in the last year. I know it doesn't sound like a lot in a year, but my husband was deployed. I was on my own with 3 kids. It wasn't easy to try and have a healthy diet constantly and work out and all of the things, but I'm still super proud of myself for losing that 15 pounds. But I still have about 10 more to go to get down to my normal pant size. But with that being said, I'm still very proud of myself and holding on to my pants because one day I will get there. You may have noticed, but in my room, I do not have a dresser. We have a very big closet and we just don't need a dresser. There's really no point in it for us because our closet is so big and Chris and I do not have a lot of clothes. Like I said, we are a little bit more minimalistic when it comes to like clothing items and everything, so neither one of us have a ton of clothes. So when we moved into this house, we just figured we would forego even having a dresser because it just wasn't needed. And honestly, we didn't like the dresser that matched our nightstands, but we loved the nightstand. So we just went with it and figured, you know what, it'll be fine. So we put all of our clothes in the closet. So this is all like my activewear and my tank tops and my jean shorts, my sweatshirts, my pajamas. So I just really needed to go through those and get rid of a few things that I knew I did not want any longer and really just reorganize. As you can tell, that made a huge mess. So before we move on to another mess, we are going to clean this area up. My shoes were another area that I really needed to go through. And don't get me wrong, I love pretty much all of these shoes, let's be honest. I love them all, but I don't barely ever wear a lot of these shoes, and I'm just tired of them sitting here and collecting dust. I'd rather them go to a home where they will be worn and loved, but here is just not the place. I am a stay-at-home mom. I don't do a ton of things that require wearing heels or cute shoes or anything like that. I usually wear sneakers all day long, so I'm just going to keep it simple and get rid of what I don't wear.
Okay, my side of the closet is pretty much done. I have one more thing to do. It looks so empty in here now, but it feels really refreshing to get the stuff out that, you know, I'm not going to use anymore. So I have this thing right here, and it's a little bit too small. We're kind of like just busting at the seams with these ones. So I went ahead and I bought these bigger ones that I got from Target. I think they were like $20 maybe, to switch out the smaller ones for mine and Chris's.
How did we end up here in the corner looking like enemies? We used to be the team people talk about, what a chemistry. I can see it in your eyes. You don't wanna talk anymore. I wanna get so numb while we enemies. No, you don't mind the way I stutter my words. You know exactly what it means and how it hurts. Oh, I can't believe you're here. Can't get any worse. No. I just wanna get out of here. I find it so hard to breathe. 'Cause when you get too close, I lose my way and I freeze. I wish you knew what power.
Before we move on to Chris's side of the closet, which is a big mess, I am going to switch the laundry so we can fold this whenever we're done with the closet.
Just get me out of here. Just get me out of. How can you be so calm around me when I act desperately? You used to be the one getting crazy when I'd be hard to reach. I can see it in your eyes. You don't wanna talk anymore. I wanna get so numb while we enemies. No, you don't mind the way I stutter my words. You know exactly what it means and how it hurts. Oh, I can't believe you're here. Can't get any worse. No. I just wanna get out of here. I find it so hard to breathe. 'Cause when you get too close, I lose my way and I freeze. I wish you knew what.
As you can tell, this is Chris's side of the closet, and it is very messy. He is just a clutter bug, I swear. He's just the type of person where the closet is a place that he comes to pretty frequently, like when he gets off work and when it just becomes a drop zone for him. So a lot of things end up in this location that just really don't belong here. And I'm just the type of person where everything has a home and it's got a specific place. So every now and then I will come in here and just kind of go through all of his stuff and reorganize it, put things where I feel like they belong. And I say where I feel like, because of course he probably feels like they belong here to some certain extent. And that's why for the most part, I don't mess with his stuff or his side of the closet, because I want to give him, you know, living with somebody isn't always easy. Marriage in general isn't always easy, but you have to have a balance and a respect for each other. And that's what I try and do most days. I just let him do it how he wants on his side of the closet. And then about once a year, I will come in here and do this job right here.
Again and again and again and again and again. We're falling down, we faded. But I know that we can save it. 'Cause we're like alpha.
I really would love to come up with a better organization method for having clothes on these racks, like whether it be dividers or something to that extent. I do have a few like little cloth boxes, but I really don't want to put all of my clothes in those just because then I have to take them down. I have to go through them. I can't see what's in them. I like to be able to see my clothes, but at the same time, this is not functional because things move around, then they get messed up very easily. So if you have a method for this type of system setup, by all means, please drop me a comment down below.
We're falling down, we faded. But I know that we can save it. 'Cause we're like alpha and omega. Whatever happens doesn't matter, I know we can sort it out. Alpha and omega. Even if we go all out and break us down, I know we are alpha and omega. Whatever happens doesn't matter, I know we can sort it out. Alpha and omega. Alpha and omega. I know we can save it. 'Cause we're like alpha and omega. Even if we go all out and break us down, yeah, we could work it out. 'Cause we're like alpha and omega. Even if we go all out and break us down.
I was really starting to hate helping Chris put his clothes away because his socks literally were just busting at the seams in this other container thing. He's got such big socks because they're the big, like, if you're a military person, family member, whatever, you know, they have those big thick socks, and he has so many of them and they take up so much space. And as time was going on, you know, he was just filling that space, and I could barely close the drawers every time he would, like, you know, when you have all of your clothes clean and it's just too much, I couldn't get it closed anymore. So it was driving me nuts. So that was the main reason why I was like, okay, we have to go and get new containers because this is not working. And these ones are the perfect size.
What is wrong and what is right? We keep moving in different rhythms. Still I know what you feel. We keep moving in different rhythms. Two different minds telling lies. That's how we stay alive. At least we try to survive. We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds. Two different minds.
Before we move on from the closet and start cleaning the complete disaster in the bedroom, we're going to give this closet a quick vacuum. I'm just curious to know, how often do you vacuum your closet if it's carpeted? Or how often do you sweep it if it's like wood floors or tile or whatever? I feel like I don't do this enough in my closet. I don't know why, but I really probably should do it much more. But I'm curious, how often do you do it?
Two different minds, telling lies. That's how we stay alive. At least we try to survive.
here is an overview of all of the stuff I am getting rid of. I am genuinely so proud of myself for getting rid of so much stuff, because when I started this or even thought about it in my head, I really was like, I don't think there's that much to get rid of. I don't think there's that much that I can part with. And I felt like most things in my closet I wore, and there were pieces I came across that I had forgotten about, and I'm so happy with myself getting rid of so much stuff. And don't you worry, my plan is to go to Plato's Closet, which is a local thrift store, and I'm going to sell a lot of these clothes because they are in good shape and name brand, a lot of them mostly. But whatever they don't take, I will be donating to Salvation Army.
Bigger dreams. They try to bring a sucker down, singing louder than the crowd. Listen the rhythm, I'm feeling brand new. Keep pushing forward, it's gonna save you. Never look down, love, not when we shine so bright. The sun is getting warmer, but when we soar away among the clouds, the sky is just a border. But when we're floating up like helium, sip me up like lemonade. We both know it's bittersweet. The sorrowness will bite your tongue. No one is forever young. No. Listen the rhythm, I'm feeling brand new. Keep pushing forward, it's gonna save you. Never look down, love, not when we shine so bright. I know the sun is getting warmer, but when we soar away among the clouds.
Time to get this room all cleaned up and back in functioning order. I'm going to leave the 2 baskets with the shoes and the clothes in my room until I'm ready to take them straight to Plato's Closet, and then whatever they don't take, like I said, will go straight to the Salvation Army. These were a few items that I wanted to retire to, like kind of nighttime shirts or relaxing shirts, but I wanted to fold them neatly and put them in the closet. A few of these shirts are actually shirts that don't fit me anymore, that I have sentimental value to, and I'm not ready to get rid of them yet. So they will go in kind of like a little cubby for now.
On the run from my given disaster, speed away from the holy mind, pride. I swear I never thought it would matter if I'm gone by now.
Now it's time to take care of that load of laundry that we started so long ago.
Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight. Lost my head, don't feel my spark between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving.
It feels so good having the laundry done, having everything organized in the closet, everything back and put away in its proper location and place. It's just always such a good feeling whenever you get things decluttered and organized and get rid of things that you know you just are taking up space and you're not going to use anymore.
A new place, a new home for a while. Let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by. Life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself.
Hey everyone, welcome to today's Clean and Organize with me. This is a messy house transformation, plus I'm here to give you some speed cleaning motivation. If you're new here, I'm Becca. I'm a mom to 3 boys and a military spouse, and I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and join the family. I do a long cleaning video every Sunday, and I jam pack it with all of the cleaning motivation, organizing, decluttering. I like to do all of the things. So if you like that type of content, be sure to hit that subscribe button and stick around. Today we are starting off in my guest bedroom. We had my in-laws come and stay with us a few weeks ago, and between Grayson's birthday party, them coming to stay with us for the July and everything, I never really got around to cleaning this room after they left. So it was time to get the sheets off and get it all cleaned up and ready for my kids to destroy it during the day because they like to hang out in here too.
Cause I find my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. I found my way, I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way.
One of these days I'm going to come back in this room and I'm going to spruce it up. I have a dresser. It was actually a family piece on my husband's side, and I'm really excited to redo it and get it in this room. It's going to be a dark feature to kind of break up all of the light in this room. I love white furniture. I do. I love white furniture. I also like wood tone furniture, but the furniture I have in here is kind of older furniture that was not possible to be like wood toned. So I painted it white, and I'm going to put a dark dresser in here and then do some more dark accents, I think, with the bedding, because right now the bedding is white as well. And ideally, I loved it when I first did this room about 2 years ago, but now it's a little too bright for me and I kind of want to change it up a little bit. So I will be working on this room in the near future and just really giving it a facelift. Moving on to the downstairs / guest bathroom. I had quickly cleaned this before the birthday party, but since then I have not cleaned it. So we really need to get it cleaned up again, get it organized. It's been a while since I've really just like deep cleaned this bathroom and cleaned off, dusting and everything like that. So I figured I would get in here today and really just get down to getting it really spotless.
Don't wanna play it cool, I give it straight from the heart. Oh, how I love to be around you. We got something better than the others. We can fly higher than an eagle. Take me somewhere we can be together. Oh, how I love to be around before.
how is everybody's week? How did your week go this week? Have you guys done anything fun so far this summer? We have kind of been laying low the last week. I've been a little burnt out from all the activities we have had in the past month. So we've kind of just been laying low and kind of recouping and, you know, getting back into normalcy, because for a few weeks there, things are very chaotic. Fun, don't get me wrong, but very chaotic. We got a little burnt out, so we've kind of just been staying low lately. But how are you guys doing?
I'll never forget, we will always share a bond no matter what, 'cause you have a piece of my heart.
I have been wanting to get into this closet and organize it for the last few weeks. It is not too far out of control. If you were here for me organizing this closet, it was like a year ago, maybe like 10 months ago, I did a huge organization of this closet. It was really, really, really bad. Probably the worst that it's ever been or will ever be. This wasn't too far from how bad that was, but it definitely wasn't nearly as bad. But I have been looking at this closet and just thinking to myself, I really need to get in here and organize it and get this clutter out and get it. This is such a confined space. Things and it's our catch-all area for when we come in the garage door. So a lot of things just end up piling up over here, and it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. So I have a really bad habit too of just leaving it be when I shouldn't. So now is the time to take care of it.
Just hold me closer, I'll be okay till the sun goes up, yeah, for a little moment. Just hold me closer, I'll be okay. We watch the sun go down over the same old town.
I ordered this Amazon sunglasses case thing. I can link it down below if anybody's interested in it. I think it was maybe $12. It was very inexpensive. I needed something though. I've been stockpiling sunglasses for the last year. I don't know what it is. I've just had this new love for sunglasses. And lately I've been noticing that, I'll have a few pairs in my car, a few pairs in Chris's truck. I'll have a few pairs in the golf cart, and, I'll want one from, my car when I'm actually in the golf cart, or, in Chris's truck, or, what have you. So I decided to go ahead and get this sunglass case right where we kind of grab our bags and our keys and stuff, so that instead of having to grab something from another area, I can just grab a pair for the day. So when I'm going to walk out the door, whatever I'm wearing and whatever I feel like, I can just grab that right from there and just put them back there every day. That way I always know where they are as well. This stuff at the top of the closet has kind of just made its way here throughout time and projects. Every time we do a project, If it's something we use regularly in the projects that we're doing, instead of having to go out to the garage and dig through for the tools, we kind of just plop them here. And I don't even want to put them back in the closet because I do projects all the time in the house and it's just easier to access it from here. So I figured keep this stuff out here since we know we're going to use it, and just find a better way of organizing it. And I happen to have a few Dollar Tree baskets that I wasn't using, so I decided to break them up into baskets and do it in a sense of one is kind of like nails and products like that, and then the other one is actual tools.
Know it's right, but I don't listen. And I should change, shouldn't need you, but I wake up and I miss you. Baby, you're bad. Baby, you're bad. Baby, you're bad. Baby, you're bad for business. Baby, you're bad. Baby, you're bad. Baby, you're bad. Baby, you're bad for business. Baby, you're bad. Baby, you're bad. Baby, you're bad. Baby, you're bad for business. Baby, you're bad. Baby, you're bad. Baby, you're bad. Baby, you're bad for business. Don't tell me how you feel, so quietly next to me. The silence souvenir, letting you go, letting you go. Keep craving you the days that you don't want me, like searching for some heat inside a cold breeze. On and on forever, won't you hold me? Now won't you hold me? Oh. Cause baby, I try to tell lies. Now I could spell them out if I still tried. Cause I don't care as long as you're there. As long as you're there. Baby, we can do this all night. Keep on second guessing our love, oh love. I don't really care if you don't mind. Baby, we can do this.
It is such a satisfying feeling getting this closet completely organized, because the last time I organized this closet, this top rack was the same as what it is now. It was a mess. It was just not working. And I literally just felt like I'm not going to deal with that right now. I'll deal with it another time. And I just left it as is. So it feels amazingly good to get it all organized this time.
Drifting away, drifting away. Keep missing you the days that you don't see me. Like searching for a heart inside of my sheet. Sitting here forever, won't you hold me? Now won't you hold me? Oh. Cause baby, I try to tell lies. Now I could spell them out if I still tried. Cause I don't care as long as you're there. As long as you're there. Baby, we can do this all night. Keep on second guessing our love, oh love. I don't really care if you don't mind. Baby, we can do this all night. We can do it all night. We can do it all night. Baby, won't you hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. The closer I get.
Now that the sheets for the guest bedroom are all clean, I'm going to go ahead and put this bed back together before we head into the kitchen to take care of that complete disaster of an area.
Baby, we can do this all night. Keep on second guessing our love, oh no. I don't really care if you don't mind. Don't mind. Baby, we can do this all night. Keep on second guessing our love, oh love. I don't really care if you don't mind. Baby, we can do this all night. We can do it all night. We can do it all night. Baby, won't you hold I think I have too much to process, and I've been feeling kinda hopeless. I know I'm not supposed to feel this way. I know it's been a while since I held you in my arms. And I wasn't ready yet to learn how to live without you. How could I let you go when I am still in love with I'm still in love with you. I'm still in love with you. Still in love with you. Still in love with you. I've got this feeling. I'm feeling you could be the one. I see no reason why I should ever let you go. I don't wanna wake up if I'm dreaming, because you know I can't get enough of this feeling you're giving me. Don't wanna wake up. No, I don't wanna wake up. I don't wanna wake up without you, baby, without.
Hey everyone, welcome to today's massive clean, declutter, and organize. This is a complete disaster, extreme clean with me. If you need some extreme cleaning motivation, you are in the right place today, because as you can tell, this room is just completely trashed and needs a really, really good organizing, cleaning, trashing, everything, all of it. If you're new here, I'm Becca. I'm a mom to 3 boys and a military spouse, and I put out a long cleaning video every single week. If you need cleaning motivation and you like these longer cleaning videos, this is the place for you to be. I always keep it real over here and show you guys the real life mess. I'm a mom of 3. My husband is always at work, so the mess is always there. It's always got to be taken care of. And I always keep it real and show you the real deal. Sometimes it's embarrassing, but that's okay. We're all in this together. So if you like that, be sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications, and let's start getting this room organized.
Don't wanna wake up.
So this is an extra room upstairs in our house, and we wanted to have this extra room for one, so that our family could grow into this house. And if one day Tristan and Grayson decide that they do not want to share a room anymore, this will be one of theirs rooms. And also it would be great for now for either a gym or a office. At least that's what we were thinking whenever we first moved into this house. We really just thought it would be a great office for me. And as time has gone on, we have decided that it's mainly going to be a gym. I'm just not in need of an office. I actually really like being able to migrate anywhere in the house with my laptop and work on things. So I would prefer to have a gym in the house rather than having to go to the gym. So we decided to go ahead and make this a gym, which myself and my husband will both use. And that's what we really need to get this room cleaned up for now. Of course, one day too, if I decide that I really do need a desk space in an office, I can go ahead and make one half of this room the gym, and then make the other half, put a little desk in like the corner. So really, if I need that one day, it can still be an option, but for now, we are going to make this room a gym. If you're not new here, when we moved into this house, we actually had it built, and there were some things that we did ourselves, like the ceiling fans, and we took a lot of the lights down to be able to put the ceiling fans, and we kind of just stashed all the boxes and all the extra lights in this room. This room really just became a catch-all pile for everything. Not only for the things that we knew would be staying in here, but also for just everything in general to get it out of the way, which over time, we've lived in this house now for over a year. Over time, it accumulated. So it was almost impossible to even walk through this room at that point. It was really, really bad. So I was really eager to get in here and organize, but at the same time, overwhelmed. All of this stuff here is tons of boxes of random electronics and just documents and everything that was in the desk in the corner. All of that stuff, random cords, books, I mean, just a ton of random things that really needed to be gone through. And as you can see, there's going to be many outfit changes in this video because It took me all week to get through this room because there was so much to go through. And like I said before, my husband works a lot. I'm a mom of 3, so in between carpool lines, taking care of my 3-year-old and all of that, it was really hard to be able to dedicate the time to sit down and go through each individual box without having to take a break and go handle mom duties. I found this picture of my son, who will be 16 in January, from when he was about 5 or 6 years old. So he's bittersweet going and finding things like that. So my main objective originally was to get everything out of the closet, and all those yellow and black boxes that you saw in the beginning of the video, I went ahead and pulled those out of the room. They will be coming back in, but I felt like the space was so cluttered that I could not do anything in it, and I needed to find floor space to go through these boxes and put things in piles, whether it be trash or certain documents or electronics or what have you. I really just needed to go through all of that stuff and get it separated, and I needed the room to do that. So I emptied out the entire room first, and now we're going to work on these boxes.
Everything is alright with you. Under street lights, right next to the skyline with you. Yeah, you. I've been listening to so many of my days. Now you just my makeup believer. I don't make this. You look so pretty in the sunrise, and somehow now everything is alright. Everything is alright. I'm kinda new with apologies.
I hate admitting this, but it's the truth. I have had these boxes for the last 2 years. This stuff has been sitting in boxes. And most of it isn't things that I need on an everyday basis. A lot of it is documents that I just need to keep throughout the years, whether it be for like Colby's school stuff. There's a lot of things in here that were from when Colby was smaller that I kept, like that he drew and stuff. You know, and then there's just like keepsakes and stuff. So a lot of it is not stuff that, you know, I would miss it, don't get me wrong, but I don't miss it on a daily basis. It's not things I need to find right away. So it's been really easy to leave this stuff in this room for the last year and a half and not have to even think about having to do it. But at the same time, it also feels really good getting it all out and organized and put in its home.
Kinda used to these battlegrounds where you flee, you don't stick around, no. But the way you've been giving me time, oh, it's something in me that says it's fine. Hoping you wouldn't change me. You got the same old thoughts, be my referee. I will be alright, never cut it right, but somehow you make me change. Like I'm better off with you. Like I'm better off with you.
So I waited until my husband was home one night and decided that I would finish up this room on that night because, for one, I just needed a few hours to be able to go through all of these boxes on my own and really just dive in and organize them, because I was doing it throughout the week and it was kind of daunting going through some of them and not getting it finished. I really just wanted to sit down and get it done. I'm the type of person where once I start something, I want to finish it, like from start to finish, even if that takes me all day long. And it's really hard to do that when you're a mom, but let me know in the comments down below, are you like that too, or do you have no problem taking a week to get a task done? Because I struggle with that. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wait until Chris is home one night so I can really focus undisturbed. I literally locked myself in this room for hours and just went through all of these boxes.
I don't wanna seem all rude, but I can't remember where I am. A mattress on an old wood floor and fragments of the night before. I don't wanna waste no time, and you don't wanna waste your love. Even though your kiss on fire, my mind is all blurry now. Feeling low, hard to breathe, but this I know, I won't leave. Waking up in a bed with my head on the chest that I don't even know, but I guess it makes sense, 'cause I know we both learned everything that happened last night. So just come back to bed, I wanna hold you, come back to bed. Oh, just come back to bed. I can tell what time it is. The thing is I don't really care, 'cause I got no place to be other than right here.
This box right here, I knew that I was going to mainly just pick through and grab what I needed out of it, because a lot of this box is like crafts and crayons and markers and stuff like that. Some of it actually was home decor too, which I needed to get out because all of my home decor stuff will be going in that closet. But for the most part, it's like arts and crafts stuff, which is going to go in a big closet in the hallway across from the boys' bathroom. I put a lot of that stuff in there, and that closet is huge and it has barely anything in it right now, so it's a perfect space, so I don't have to try and cram it in anywhere in this room. But now that we got all of the boxes pretty much emptied, aside from the arts and craft one, we're gonna go ahead and organize everything and get it in this desk. I've always kept all of my important documents and stuff in this desk, but I am doing it a little bit differently, because typically I would put the arts and craft stuff on the top, but this time I'm going to put like all of my camera boxes and like my Apple Watch box with all the extra bands and stuff, all of that stuff on the top of the desk. And then on the bottom, I'm going to do all of our important documents and, you know, like I said, Colby's stuff and now Grayson's stuff throughout like their school years and their drawings and everything like that. So we just have to get that organized and put away.
But I guess it makes sense, 'cause I know we both learned everything that happened last night. So just come back to bed, I wanna hold you, come back to bed. Oh, just come back to bed. Oh, just come back to bed.
I decided to put a lot of these like loose wires, charging cords, electronic type stuff in this bag because there was already some in there, so I figured I would just add to it. I really just need to get a small container to put them all in, but for now I'm going to store them in this bag and toss them in the closet.
The only reason I keep sneaking out at night to laugh with you in secret under city lights.
Okay, this is the trash pile. That one box in front still has stuff in it, but everything else is the trash pile. I needed to get these boxes broken down. I was trying to get as much clutter out of the room as possible at this point because so many things I started to have so many little piles that were cluttering up the floor and kind of taking up all the space again. So I figured this pile is just about done. I went through almost all of the boxes and got all of the trash out, and everything was ready to pretty much start compiling it into breaking down boxes and putting it into trash bags.
That I can't live without you. All my friends reassure that it's obvious, and that maybe I'm wasting my time, but I gotta try. The only reason I keep sneaking out at night to laugh with you in secret under city lights. Surprised you never had the guts to figure out how I feel about you. Wish me the best of luck. I'm gonna win your love. Coming to get you, dying to feel your touch. Wish me the best of luck. Coming to get you. Wish me the best of luck. Trying to steal your hand. Coming to get you. Coming to get you. Coming to get you. Coming to get you.
If you have a space like this in your house, I encourage you to go ahead and just push forward and get it done. And I know it's so overwhelming because I felt the same way when I was looking at this room. Every time I walked into this room, it was overwhelming. I kind of just ignored it for a while. And then even when I started this process, I was so overwhelmed with how much there was to do and how much work it was going to take to get this room fully organized and put back together. I knew going into it was going to be a lot, and it kind of is the reason why I pushed it off for so long. But I want to encourage you to go ahead and get your task done because it will feel so good once it's completed.
Coming to get you. Coming to get you.
This was a lot of the home decor stuff that I happened to find in some of the boxes. Like I said, all of the home decor stuff is going to go in the closet, so I will organize that in there as we work our way into the closet. Thank goodness this was the last box. And I knew that this box was going to be the paper shredder, the printer, big items like that. So it wasn't going to be anything that really was going to take a whole lot of time or effort to put away. So that's why I saved it for the last one. By the way, too, the thing that I just put my printer on, that little black stand thing, that has been in my family for a super long time. I need to like really scrub it down and everything. It was in my garage for a while, and I think it got some spray paint on it, just like the specks from it. So if you know how to clean spray paint like that off on anything, let me know in the comments. But that has been in my family for a really long time. It's super nostalgic for me, but I always keep it in this room and out of the way for the kids to kind of mess it up any more than it already is because it is so old. I needed to get these shelves organized and stuff cleared off of them because once again, this closet just kind of same thing as the room. I would just toss things wherever and not think about it and not really have an organized method behind it. So I knew that I wanted to store a few things in this closet, but this closet is mainly going to be for those tubs that are all home decor for different holidays and just normal home decor too that I've collected throughout the years. Like that's all picture frames, some table runners, a mail thing. I just really wanted to store all of that stuff in here in somewhat of an organized manner so that I can get to everything when I need to.
We can't go on again, 'cause you seem like you want it bad. My head is spinning off the edge, and I'm giving in way too fast, way too fast.
This is my big Christmas tree box, which takes up a ton of space. I will probably in the future, whenever my Christmas tree is no longer downstairs, I may just go ahead and tilt this box so it's standing up because it takes up so much space in there. Also, a tip for you, I always write the first letter on the box. So for like Christmas, I write C. For fall, I write F. Halloween, H. Just so I know which box is which, so I do not get confused and, have to open them all up and move them all around. It just makes it so much easier. Also, I have to apologize too because shortly here, I went to go put all of the boxes in the closet and for some reason my camera turned off and stopped recording, so you will miss that, but I will for sure show you a clip right here of them all in the closet. I completely forgot about these pillows, so we're gonna go ahead and take these and put them in the closet as well, but I am sticking them behind the boxes and in front of the boys' cribs, which, by the way, I wanted to tell you earlier too, and I forgot. I am keeping a hold of those cribs because they turn into full-size beds, and eventually the boys are going to outgrow the beds that they're in now, and when they do decide to separate rooms, we will put them into their cribs that turn into full-size beds. And we just can't fit them in the room together, so I went with smaller beds for the time being, like inexpensive smaller beds. And that blue box that I just pulled out of the room is actually a box from my childhood. It has a bunch of my childhood stuff in it and things from like high school yearbooks, stuff, random stuff like that. I actually went through it and it was really nostalgic and so much fun, to be honest. It was nice to look back at that stuff, but now we are going to vacuum the room. And by the way, that green box, that blue box, the nostalgic box is going to go upstairs in the attic because it's not something I need to get to. And sorry, words are really hard for me clearly tonight. So I do have a computer screen, if you noticed, and I'm keeping a hold of it because eventually I will have a desk somewhere in this house where I set it up. Also, we have the TV that we will be mounting to the wall because I love to do like YouTube exercises or workouts, whatever you want to call it. I love doing that, so I like to have a TV in here for those purposes. And then of course, a few exercise equipment. We actually have a squat rack and we have weights and everything that will be coming up here, a bench, and all of that good stuff will be coming up here. I will be putting that in a Get It All Done vlog probably sometime next week or the week after. So if you're not subscribed to my other channel, go ahead and subscribe to it so you don't miss out on that. All right, friends, here is the finished room. I am so happy with having this project done and how it turned out. I cannot wait to transform this room into a gym. And I'm so happy that I can now get to all of my home decor very easily when I need to.
I got this weight on my shoulders, slowing me down. I don't know how it came about. And while the world is spinning faster every night, I feel I'm stuck in reverse somehow. But it ain't no one's fault that I am stuck here. No one to blame this on, feeling so hopeless. I keep on pouring salt on my wounds when
Hey everyone, welcome to today's 2-day clean and organize. As always, I'm sharing some real life cleaning with some speed cleaning motivation. If you're new here, I'm Becca. I'm a mom to 3 boys, a military spouse, and I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and join the family. If you like extreme cleaning motivation and decluttering and organizing, you will absolutely love my channel. Today we are starting off in my 2 younger boys' bedroom, and I keep all of my older younger child. I keep all of his stuff in these containers in their closet because eventually my youngest one will grow into them. So I save all of his stuff for my youngest, and it's about that time to go through it and pick through and grab the things that he will now fit into. I have been needing to do this for so long, and I've just been putting it off, and I'm to the point now where almost nothing fits my youngest in his drawers, so it's got to be done. So we are taking care of that now.
I cannot stay. I feel the pressure on me, how it's itching under my own skin. It's getting real hard to breathe. I gotta move on right now. I feel the pressure. Ooh, when did I get so blind? I didn't see this coming. Ooh, I should have heard faith calling, trying to pull me out. But how do I get out? Yeah, how do I get out? I feel the pressure on me, how it's itching under my own skin. It's getting real hard to breathe.
This is the pile of stuff that was in those drawers that will now fit Tristan. I need to wash it all just because it's been sitting in these cubbies for a very long time, and let me know if I'm the only one or if you understand where I'm coming from. But I feel like, what if there's like a spider that crawled in there or something like that? I mean, we get our house sprayed annually, but still I like, dust and spiders, and I know it's closed in, but it's not completely closed in. So I like to wash all of that stuff first before I go ahead and switch it into the drawers.
I don't get anything done, you're stuck on my mind. I keep on missing your touch, missing your vibe. This feeling I go when I sit what we had.
This is all stuff that will no longer fit my youngest because I waited too long to go through these drawers. Or also it's stuff like, he doesn't like the fuzzy like one-piece pajamas. He runs very hot. He doesn't even like to sleep with a blanket, and he literally would sleep naked every night if I let him. But he doesn't like those pajamas because he always runs so warm anyways. So those I just have been going through and just passing along. I have a cousin who has a 1-year-old son, so typically whatever doesn't fit Tristan anymore, I go ahead and give to her. But we are just going to go through the drawers now and get everything out of the dryer because there's always a load in the dryer. Y'all know me, there's always a load in the dryer. But we are going to switch these clothes and then work on getting everything in the actual dresser organized and everything that doesn't need to be in there anymore, because both boys had clothes in there that they had outgrown or like they were on the cusp of outgrowing that just needed to go. So it was time to go through all that stuff before trying to fit all of these clothes, because if you didn't notice, that was an insane amount of clothes.
Keep on missing your touch, missing your vibe. This feeling I go when I sit what we had. Won't you come on over? Don't you miss me too? Give it all you got, babe. Give it all you got, baby. I'd rather try than lose you. Give it all you got, baby. Give me all you got.
These are the drawer dividers that I will be using today. I picked these up off of Amazon and I will have them linked down below. I really like them. They are super simple to use, very easy and efficient. I really wanted to find drawer dividers that went from side to side, but unfortunately I could not find any anywhere that were long enough for that, because I really just wanted to divide the drawer in half, but unfortunately I couldn't find anything that long. So I decided to just go with these ones, which I'm happy I did because they worked out great, and I'm very happy with how everything turned out.
About to leave, already packing. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't.
I wanted to check in and see how you are doing. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you have going on, anything fun, exciting, or anything you want to chat about. I just like to take a minute and just check in and see how everybody is doing. We unfortunately over here have been sick lately. We're not exactly sure what's going on. Grayson, Colby got sick, my oldest got sick earlier in the week, and it was just kind of a sore throat and a fever, and then he stayed home for a few days, and then a couple days after that I got a phone call from the school because Grayson was running a fever and saying his throat hurt. Unfortunately, strep is going around right now. Chris is now sick. I have been sick, but not as sick as the boys. Chris is pretty sick. I've never had strep in my entire life, and I've heard that if you've never had it, that you probably just aren't really susceptible to it. So I don't know. I guess we will see.
Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche.
I'm going to be using these clear containers for the underwear and like sock drawer. I really wanted something to kind of divide them so they weren't kind of just floating around everywhere. They seem to always get like lost, and you know, things get lost and stuck underneath things and whatnot. So I really wanted to kind of just divide them up into two containers. These containers ended up being a little bit smaller than I preferred, so I probably will switch them out for bigger ones when I find them. I'll probably look at like Dollar Tree, but I will use these again in like my makeup tour or something. I really like the acrylic like clear containers like this, so I will for sure find a use for them either way, but for now they'll stay here till I find ones to go in here to fit better. I can't quite fit all of the boys' clothes in that one dresser, so I hang all of Tristan's shirts in the closet, and that just works out really well for us. And I needed to quickly go through and just take out whatever shirts in here do not fit him anymore.
I said the last drink was the last drink. You make it hard to leave. We're telling secrets in the dark while drinking whiskey neat. I would fall in a second if you let me, 'cause you're all that I want. Could you let me in? The last drink was the last drink, but I don't want to leave.
We're gonna take a break from the boys' room and get the kitchen all cleaned up before bed. I had needed some more bowls. All of our bowls, we only had a few bowls left because they kept breaking, or you know, the kids break them by accident, and we had only had a few bowls left, and I'm not ready to buy nice like plateware right now, just because my kids break stuff so easily that I'd rather just do plastic for now in this season of life. And Target has those plastic bowls, and we have all of their plastic plates and cups, so we just went ahead and picked up some more of those. They're super affordable and durable. I love them. Chris also saw this while he was out at TJ Maxx. It's a Ray Dunn coffee like Yeti type thing, and of course he knows I love Ray Dunn, and he knows I love my coffee, so he was an awesome husband and picked that up for me.
'Cause you're all that I want. Could you let me in? The last drink was the last drink, but I don't want to leave. I want to get closer. Don't want this night to be over. I want to get closer. It's not over. Yeah, we could go back to my place, 'cause I don't want to waste no precious time. So let's go back to my place. If it's only for tonight, let's make it count. I love it, how your touch feels. I love it, how you look at me. And
Getting all the dishes done is super important to me before bed. I try to do this every single night. It doesn't always happen, but I do, especially if the sink is pretty full. If there's only a few dishes in the sink, I might quickly just wipe down the kitchen and head upstairs and deal with it in the morning. But if the sink is full like this, I try to make sure to get it done at night just to get it out of the way. And thankfully this night Chris was home, so he was getting the kids ready for bed so that I was able to knock this out really quick while he does that and meet him back upstairs to do the bedtime routine.
We could go back to my place, 'cause I don't wanna waste no precious time. So let's go back to my place. If it's only for tonight, let's make it count. I love it, how you touch feels. I love it, how you look at me in my place. No, I don't wanna waste no precious time.
I wanna get to your clothes, gotta get it right now. I wanna push all the limits with you right now. So watch your feelings, the city's screaming, we're not coming home tonight. We're living quick in the world, gotta get it right now. People talk and tell what you wanna hear now, but they all disappear, they will let you down slow. We better stick together, let's come whatever, we're not coming home tonight. We're living quick in the world, gotta get it right now. We only need the two of us together. I need only you in this crazy world, 'cause we got love.
I always feel like it's a race against time because I set up my robot vacuum to run at night, right while, like, during the time we would typically be going upstairs, but it's like so close to the time we would be going upstairs that some nights we're a little behind schedule. And I try to get everything wiped off before it starts running, like, you know, push all the crumbs from the countertop on the floor and wipe off the dining room table and everything so that all those crumbs get picked up by the vacuum. But I'm always rushing around to try to get that done before the vacuum goes off. I can't believe it is already May and summer is quickly approaching for us. Our kids are out of school at the end of May. Let me know in the comments down below, when are your children out of school? I know when I grew up in Connecticut, we got out in like mid-June. It's much later than here, especially if we had a lot of snow days. Then obviously we would have more school days at the end of the year as well. And here, obviously, we don't get snow days in South Carolina. It does not snow here, like, ever. So we don't really have a whole lot of days that we miss. Every now and then we'll miss some for weather, for like hurricane season and stuff, but it's not that often. But yeah, so our kids are out at the end of May. I'm really excited to be able to do some fun things over the summer. I have a few trips planned and I'm so excited. It's going to be a blast. We're really trying to put our best foot forward to really focus on family and focus on taking time as a family and not just like running through the motions, and not like, it's so easy to get caught up on just like taking it day by day and not planning to like do the extra things. I have a really bad habit of doing that, just waking up and taking the day where the day takes me instead of really planning to do you know, fun things and vacations and stuff like that. And we're in a season in our life right now where our kids are a little bit older, so we can do stuff like that. We are financially stable, so we can do stuff like that. So I really want to start focusing on putting the effort towards doing more to make memories like that. I want my kids to grow up and, you know, one day be like, oh, I remember when we went and did this and when we went and did this. Like, I want to build those memories with them. So we're going to try and pack this summer with a lot of family fun and even some like adult fun. I'm probably going to get out for a little bit by myself, which will be really nice too. But let me know in the comments down below what you have going on or if you have anything planned this summer. Moving on to the next day, and this is the insane amount of clothes that we were working on. This was also dirty clothes as well as the clothes that were in that clear container. So it was just a lot. Typically, I do not let their laundry get this bad. I barely ever even let their laundry get full, to be honest. I try to wash their laundry like every 5 days because they're little clothes. Let me tell you, if you wait until it's full, that's a lot of clothes. This was a overflowing basket. This was more than a full basket, but I try not even to wait till the basket is completely full because there's just so many little pieces of clothing and it takes forever to fold. It is my least favorite load of laundry to fold, so I typically try to clean it before it becomes this daunting, but obviously this was a completely different situation. So we are going to spend the rest of the day sitting here and folding this laundry. Just kidding. It doesn't really take me all day, but I'm over exaggerating.
I don't usually fall for someone. I don't even care who I run from. You're on my mind, and you know I'm broken, but you're not the kind on my mind, so listen. I'm on the run, afraid of heights, and too much for some, but oh, you make me numb. and too much for some. But oh, you make me numb like no one else. You're too much to calm me down. Oh, you're another kind. Oh, you're another kind.
I was really excited to get these clothes in the drawer and get them all organized and see how well functioning these drawer dividers are. I felt like whenever there wasn't any drawer dividers in here, everything was kind of just like falling all over the place, and the kids would come in and quickly mess it up real fast. I was trying to like keep it organized without it like falling over, without anything holding it up. So I was really excited to get all of this organized and get everything in the drawers and see how well it functioned.
Lay awake until the morning in an ocean so deep. Got a feeling like I'm dauntless whenever you're next to me. 'Cause I've climbed higher than I could dream of. Now using wires, I know I'm falling free. You set me off into emotion where I can just be me. You give a little, but you're giving me just what I need. No time for riddles, you're in the middle of my self-release. You have unchained me. You haven't, yeah, you have unchained me. You haven't, yeah.
So I ended up not having enough room in the pajama drawer for all of Tristan's pajamas because he inherits all of Grayson's old pajamas, and there was just a lot between the few things we have bought him and then the few things, or the ton of things that we already had, because once again I didn't go through the drawers. I really should have gone through these drawers, but I went ahead and decided that I would put all of the like winter style long sleeve pajamas, I would put them all in that clear container until it got cold out, because obviously we're hitting summer. It's South Carolina, it's already in the 80s here. He does not need to be wearing long sleeves. That's for like dead of winter when it's really cold. By really cold I mean not really cold because it's South Carolina, but it's cold, you know, when it is cold and we have the heat on and everything like that. It does get chillier in the house. So I will wait for that time of year to put those back out since they don't fit and we don't really need them at the moment.
I don't spend time thinking about what could go wrong. I deal with them one at a time. I'm holding my head up. You give a little, but you're giving me just what I need. No time for riddles, you're in the middle of my self-release. 'Cause you have unchained me. You haven't, yeah, you have.
While I'm in here doing all of this in their room, I figured I would give everything a quick wipe down as well and just get everything dusted off. I feel like everything could always use a really quick wipe down and dusting, so we're just gonna do that real quick.
You have unchained me. You have unchained me.
Alright everyone, here is the finished look in the drawers. I am so happy with how this turned out, and I waited way too long to do it. I wish I had done it months ago when I had originally came up with this idea. I've been sitting on it for a while, but I finally did it. I'm so happy with how it turned out. It's so much more organized. I feel like everything fits in there better, and it's just way better. I love it. Let me know in the comments down below if you've done this before and how you enjoy it, or if you have any really good tips on how to better organize. I would love to hear what you have to say. I want to thank you so much for choosing to click on this video today. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much to everybody who always returns to my channel and supports me. You guys are seriously amazing. It means the world to me.
Another season we leave behind, another story that's got me blind. God only
Hey everyone, welcome to today's Extreme Clean, Declutter, and Organize. This is a clean and rearrange with me because, as you can tell, this playroom is a complete disaster. So we're going to be doing some speed cleaning, organizing, decluttering, and rearranging. If you like this type of content, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and join the family. I'm Becca, and I'm a mom to 3 boys and a military spouse, and every single Sunday I post a long cleaning video with real life cleaning motivation. I always keep it real over here and show you guys the real mess. So as you can tell, I am cleaning up the boys' playroom right now. This is our playroom. It's upstairs in a loft area. It's isolated from the downstairs, and that was one of the reasons why we chose this floor plan when we were building this house, because we love the idea of having the downstairs kind of be the adult area and having the upstairs be the kids area. It's not all open, so the noise doesn't really travel, and the kids kind of have their own space to play their games, watch their movies, and make a mess of anything and it not be downstairs. It's a well-hidden room, so if they're messy, it doesn't bother me. But I like to start with cleaning up the room first. I really needed to go through their toys because their toy boxes were overflowing, so I knew I needed to go through their toys and get rid of whatever toys were broken, whatever toys they outgrew. I love to donate toys to the Salvation Army. I think it's a really good cause to donate to. So anytime I have donations, whether it be home decor, clothing, toys, I always donate there. But I wanted to go through and just get everything organized first. I know that might sound weird because I'm just going to tear it apart afterwards, but I need everything in its home and I need to see where, everything is, no hidden toys or anything like that. So now we're going to go through all of the toys and really just section them off, because I also had a toy basket that was for the downstairs, or is for the downstairs, and I needed to really go through and pick through what toys were most important to have in that basket and what toys were most important to be upstairs, because that basket was also overflowing as well. So we're just going to go through all of those right now.
that even though I lost, I'll find something better. I'm running all around this town. This feeling has me stepping down, but I don't wanna have to wait too much longer. 'Cause every time I try, yeah, every time I dream, there's always this big part of me wanna believe in what I see.
stepped into my life. Such a magic feeling when you tore down my walls. I wish I could go back to right before you told me I'd try to change it all. But look at us now, we could have gone so far. It hurts to realize we're parted. Yeah, look at us now, this is who we are. And I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again. Strangers again. We're like strangers again. I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again.
I have a lot of different methods for how I arrange the toys and organize them, and I will try and walk you through that throughout this video to give you a better idea of how I try to keep this room a little less cluttered and more organized, which is still difficult with kids. But one of the most popular questions I also get is where this toy box is from, and I got that from Home Goods. They still sell it. I got it about a year ago, but I got it about 2 years ago, sorry, but they still sell it. They sell it in this shape, they sell it in a circle. You just have to keep your eye out and you will find one eventually. Sometimes they say trucks, sometimes they say toys. I think I paid maybe $20 for it and it's huge. Either way, this toy box is for bigger toys. I try to isolate the smaller toys from the big toy box just so that they're not lost and they're still playing with the smaller toys, because if they make it into the big toy box, they're down at the bottom, nobody ever sees them again. So I try to keep them separated. Of course, that doesn't always happen. I have to go through every few months and start separating again. But for the most part, this is how I try to do it. And I'm going to take this little dollar spot from Target basket, and I'm going to put all of the small toys like little cars, little action figures and stuff, and put it in there. And then the basket is for the toy box downstairs. That's basically the downstairs toy box. And I put a lot of Tristan's, my youngest, his favorite toys in there because he is always downstairs playing. He very rarely is playing upstairs just because I hang out downstairs, and he's only 2, so he doesn't really play in the playroom by himself. So I packed that toy box with more toys for him rather than for my 5-year-old, because my 5-year-old can go up and down the stairs and he can grab the toys he wants and bring them back up, and he likes to just play upstairs by himself sometimes. And now I'm just taking these water guns and I put them in the bathroom because we would have to fill them up with water anyways, so might as well put them in a little box in the bathroom. And this is all trash right here. This is all like broken toys or missing pieces toys. All of it is trash. So we're gonna put all of that in a trash bag and get rid of it.
Every change has a reason. Baby, let it come to you. Every soul.
Now that we got everything all organized in its home, aside from this pile of toys under the couch, we are going to start rearranging the room and cleaning it up. I'm actually thoroughly surprised I did not get rid of as many toys as I thought I would. I did about a Walmart bag full, and I thought I would get rid of a lot more because the toys were just so cluttered and everything was overfilled. But once I went through it and reorganized a lot of it, all of it seemed to fit in their spots a lot better. It just was poor organization, really. But I got rid of all of like the baby toys now that Tristan is almost 3. We really don't need them, but for the most part, there was a lot of stuff that just needed to be reorganized to fit in its spot.
Waste my time. So baby, we should start living now. Baby, we should start living now. We are close. Can you feel it? Something is behind the clouds. We just have to
I figured I would move all of the toys and the little baskets and all of that stuff in the middle of the room so that while I'm rearranging the furniture, it's not in the way and I'm not constantly moving it out of the way. And I was still a little unsure as to where exactly it would land. But as you can tell, these windowsills are disgusting. I have literally been looking at the blinds and the windowsills for like way too long, thinking I really need to put that on like a cleaning to-do list. And I kept forgetting, and it's one of those tasks where it's like every time you see it, you're like, oh, I need to clean this. I need to remember to clean this. And then you forget until you see it again. So today was the day. I was like, I'm going to clean all these little nooks and crannies and get them nice and clean once and for all. We are going to take these off of the wall because I'm going to be moving the TV stand over to this part of the wall. I am going to empty everything out of the TV stand. The books are coming off of it and they are going to go on a shelf that I'm going to put together. But I really wanted to rearrange this playroom. Initially, when we first moved into the house, the way it was set up, it just seemed like the best way to keep the floor plan open. But as we were, functioning in this space, I realized that the kids did not like sitting on the couch and they didn't like being that far away from the TV because it is a really big room, and I set it up to where the couch was on the opposite end, long ways from the TV stand. So it was pretty far away from the couch, and the TV is not that big, and I think the TV is a 32-inch, so it's not small, but it's not that big either. And when they're playing games or trying to watch a movie, it was just really hard for them to get into it because they didn't feel like they could view it as well. So I decided that I would kind of close the room off a little bit, but get the couch closer to the TV stand. And this is actually the way originally my husband wanted me to arrange the room, and I just thought that it would be too closed off and it would look weird. But at the end, it's going to function so much better. And the kids have already enjoyed sitting on the couch so much more and enjoyed the way the room is organized now so much more. So it worked out for the better.
Know that we've been through a lot, never hiding in the crowd. I'll be whatever you want me to be. You know I'm on your side. And I feel like I'm running in circles around you. And I know I've been acting strange for a while, but I want you close. Ooh, ooh, closer than before. And no one knows. Ooh, ooh, that I want you close. I'm not overthinking feelings. I just need you to know that I want you close. Ooh, ooh, closer than before.
In the past, I used to put Tristan's more like toddler toys on the TV stand, but because I didn't have a bookshelf and we were collecting books nonstop, I was losing space to put the toys on there. So to conserve some space in the toy box, I decided that I would, now that I have a bookshelf, put these toys back on the TV stand. It also just makes it a lot easier for cleanup because he likes to obviously throw things everywhere. He's 2, so he's messy. And this makes it just so much easier when we're all going to clean up. It makes it easier for him. It makes it easier for us. Just put it right back on the TV stand. It's a visual thing. So, and I'm going to put that basket with all the small toys in there as well.
I want you close. I'm not overthinking feelings. I just need you to know that I want you close. Ooh, ooh, closer than before.
Okay, now you will be able to see more of what I'm talking about when I talk about closing in the room. I'm going to take this couch and I'm going to put it kind of dead center in the room. If you can see the whole picture, in the end you guys will, but when you see the whole picture you'll see it's really not all that awkward, and it worked out perfectly. It almost, whenever I imagine this in my head, even talking about it with my husband when we first moved in, I thought that it was going to make this space feel really small. And it doesn't. It doesn't at all. Honestly, it feels like one of my apartment living rooms, to be quite honest. So it worked out really well. I wish I had done this in the beginning, but either way, it's all done now and it looks great.
Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust. All the second chances, they are nothing for us. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things I love. We don't have to move so fast, baby.
I decided to take these stuffed animals and just put them up because none of my kids really mess with them. They don't play with them. They don't do anything with them. Stuffed animals is a catch-22 to me. I think they're cute. I think they're kind of a childhood staple, but I hate them. I feel like they're unnecessary at the same time too. But we have collected a few from some family members, so I don't like getting rid of them because the sentimental value. I have some from when I was a child. So I go ahead and keep a hold of them, but I decided I'm just going to put them in their closet, hide them away, keep a hold of them, but hide them away. And I also thought it would be really cute to put that little like beanbag seat in the playhouse because they love to play in that playhouse. They're always in it. So I thought, why not put a little seat in there? I picked up this shelf from Walmart. I have bought probably a dozen of these in the last decade. I love buying these shelves. They're only $20. They come in 3 different colors, white, black, and like almost like my TV stand one, which is really hard to find. You can probably order that one online, but I'm impatient, and when I want something, I want it now. So I went ahead and bought the black one. I thought it would fit perfectly with the room, and like I said, it's only $20. You really can't beat that. They're small shelves, but they work great for organization, for bookshelves. I use these in closets a lot when I need to organize closets that don't have a lot of shelving in them. So $20 at Walmart. I think it's a Mainstays one, but either way, they're great shelves. They're pretty decent quality for the price tag. They're great quality, to be honest, but they're pretty sturdy and so easy to put together.
Did you ever stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready? Let me be honest, I don't know a single thing that I haven't done to make you notice me. Let me be real here. When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this chasing and playing and waiting around. It's a shame that my hands start shaking all of the time when you're around me. But this time, girl, I know what's bothering me. I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Don't you see what's wrong with me? I need somebody to love. Oh.
So I knew that I wasn't going to be able to fit all of these books on this bookshelf. That just would not be possible. And I didn't really want a bookshelf that would fit all of them anyways. I felt like this is a perfect size because my children will destroy the playroom with books. And this is already going to be a lot of books as it is. And I will interchange them out. So as they're like, you know, getting bored picking other books, because we like to read to them every day, as they're getting bored and I'm noticing that, you know, they are having a harder time finding books that they want, I will start interchanging out some of the other books. So I went ahead and put the 2 boxes. I picked through the 2 boxes a little bit, and then I went ahead and put the rest in their closet. And like I said, I'll just change them out every so often.
Girl, I know what's bothering me. I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Don't you see what's wrong with me? I need somebody to
All right, everyone, here is the finished look. I am so happy with how this room came out. And I want to thank you so much for choosing to click on this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.